Hey my loves, it is your girl, lovely angel lady, L to the A to the L. What it do? What's up y'all? So your girl just got a fresh cut. I might be looking different to you because my hair had grown back a little bit, and you know, I was just rocking my little TWA, my little curls. But yeah, and then this time I'm rocking with a darker blonde. It's more of a supposed to be like a light golden blonde, but it's more of a honey blonde to me. So same contacts. They're the ochre ones from Bouillon. But I put the link and everything in the last video. I'll include it again in this one. Today, y'all, if you would like to, you know, kind of hang out with your girl, today is the day. Today, I'm pretty much going to do a get ready with me. So it's not going to be like, you know, 100% as detailed as just doing like a full blown on tutorial, because I'm going to chat it up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. So I'm just going to start talking to y'all while I'm getting myself together. I'm looking for some moisturizer for my face. Okay, so, oh, and these nails are from Amazon. I'll link them below. They're just press-on nails. And I'll have to do a video on how I get my nails to stay on for 2 weeks. But sometimes I take them off slightly sooner. It depends on like how rough the polish looks or how beat up the nails look, depending on, you know, what I've been digging in and cutting up and opening up. And, you know, sometimes I really work these hands. Oops. My trash is over there, y'all. So this is Pixie Skin Treats H2O Skin Drink. I'm just going to go ahead and start. So today, it's going to be a get ready with me and a story time all in one. Okay? Let's roll like that. Because I haven't even done a story time with y'all yet. Like, y'all, look how this looks. Y'all see how that looks? It's like a kind of like a gel looking. But yeah, it's called H2O Skin Drink Pure Hydration Gel. So we're gonna hydrate our skin. And this is what my bare skin looks like, y'all. My brows are lightened. They're not really blonde. They're more of an auburn looking color, like a lighter brown, red color. Because sometimes I don't want my brows dark and heavy, especially when I'm rocking my natural hair. Oh y'all, this is very hydrating. I wouldn't rock it like if I was gonna be, I'm not really going anywhere right this moment, but like if I was gonna be out right now in the heat or something, because what is it? According to my phone, it's 105 degrees today here in Vegas, y'all. So, but yeah, that makes my skin look so moisturized. But anyway, so I'm gonna start off and then I'll start talking and stuff. But this is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I have it in brunette. I'm gonna use this because it's not as dark, but I need to order another Urban Decay brow blade. This one's in dark drapes and it makes my brows dark, but because I like to have that little hair, you know, I like to use the pen side of it, which is real fine, to like draw the little hairs in the front. So I'll probably still use that just for that, you know. But other than that, we're about to use this e.l.f. pencil, and I like that I like the thinner pencils, so it's precise, so it doesn't give me like that messy looking cakey looking brow. And then I'm gonna keep it pretty simple, y'all, so let's just get to talking. Like I said, it won't be as detailed as like when I'm doing like a regular makeup tutorial. But yeah, so I figured I would do my first story time while I'm getting ready, and I would, you know, like go ahead and talk to y'all. But this story time, this is a true story that I'm about to tell y'all. I haven't really talked about it in this much detail in a long time, and I hope I don't get choked up, because this isn't like a funny story time. or anything, y'all. So just bear with me. Cause y'all know, like, I have a background in therapy and stuff, so I'm used to like making myself available for other people, and you know, like, I'm always that one that's there for other people, you know what I mean? So luckily, me having that background, it helps me a lot in terms of knowing how important self-care and stuff is. So like, if you are really going through something mentally or something physically that might even be impacting you mentally, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you have a background in the field, sometimes it will help because, you know, we do get trained on self-care and everything. I graduated with my master's degree back in 2013. But anyway, yeah, it's in mental health counseling. But let me just throw it out there, disclaimer. This ain't therapy. You know, I always tell y'all that. I'm looking down in the mirror, okay, guys? But this ain't therapy. I'm just chatting it up with y'all. Best friends. You know, my best friends. So, all right, best friends. My loves. Mis amores. So, let's see. Back in... I'm going to take y'all back. Back in... what year was this? Back in 1997, it was. I had turned, I had turned 16 that year. Okay. So, yes, your girl is old as Beyonce. But honey, still slaying, yes. Actually, my birthday, which is also Beyonce's birthday, like I said, is in a few weeks. So, what we gonna do for my birthday, y'all? We should do something cute, you know? But anyway, y'all, so I was about 16 years old. I was going to a vocational high school. I was taking up cosmetology as my major, and I had the normal classes that high school students have as well at the time. I had a big sister that I was very, very close to. She, you know, would what do you call it? Like when the little noogie or whatever, she would do that, wrestle me to the ground. She tortured us, me and my other little sister and my cousin, Falasha, my sister, Kamisha. She would like mess with us because she was older than us. So she would like, you know, beat us up, rough us up a little bit. I kind of felt like we was boys rolling around on the floor fighting. But, you know, that's sibling love, you know. I gotta have that rivalry. But, so anyway, my sister was living with us in the house. My mom at the time, she had recently went through, I believe, a divorce at this time. And yeah, because my sister was living with us, and she ended up moving out. Like her godmother knew somebody who needed a roommate or something like that, from what I can recall my sister telling me about it. So she was so super excited about having her first apartment. She moved maybe about 2-3 blocks down from where we were. So it wasn't like, you know, my mom wasn't like panicking too much about the situation or whatever. So she wanted to let her spread her wings and, you know, just be the young lady that she was. She was working, at the time of her death, she was working at In-N-Out Burger. And before that, she had worked at McDonald's, and she took her jobs like seriously. like, you know, working in the fast food industry, some people don't take it seriously. People mock it, make fun of it, but she was so glad, you know, to have a job and to be making money and to be independent, you know. So yeah, so we got one brow kind of, I'm just trying to I don't want to leave it too, I'm gonna try to fix that up a little bit. It's a little too pointy for my liking. But yeah, so anyway, she finally moves out. She has this new roommate. I would go over because we were close, and she would pick me up, like either when I would get out of school or whatever. So once I was over there, you know, I had already met the roommate. I don't want to say her name or whatever. I'm gonna just call my sister T and call her C. But anyway, so C was there once when I went over. Like, I had already been over a couple times. But anywho, how I ended up meeting her so-called boyfriend, and he was big, kind of like Shaquille O'Neal big, like, you know, like Suge Knight type big, but like, you know, Shaquille O'Neal looked like a basketball player, so he had that height like that. But he was awkward, like socially awkward. He spoke, but you know how people just come across as like they have this attitude when you first like meet them or whatever. So I was like, oh, he's kind of weird. I mean, he spoke to me. He was like, what's up? When she was like, this is my little sister, Chic or whatever. Cause y'all know my your girl LAL. My name is Yashika. So my family would call me Shika or Chic Beat. Just in case y'all didn't know, because some of y'all don't follow me like on Facebook and stuff, which I don't know what y'all doing. Go follow your girl on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, so I was just like, ooh, he was kind of weird. And I remember telling my sister, like, ooh, I don't know what to think about him. He was just awkward, you know. And she was like, yeah, I don't really care for him too much or whatever. Because he was like weird, you know. Didn't really talk a whole lot, but just came across as like he had this bad attitude. Everybody else always be like in good spirits and, you know, having a great time. And he just seemed like he just was depressed or upset, you know, like a negative emotion. I didn't know nothing about no mental health and stuff back then. You know, I knew that when something wasn't abnormal, it didn't seem right, but I didn't know like what I know today about, you know, mental illness. So, okay, y'all, I feel like I didn't mess with this brow so much. So, I think I would prefer to use one of these ones today. I think I'm gonna use this Adept Cosmetics concealer under my brow today. So anyway, y'all, yeah, we were just talking, and you know, she was saying she don't really care for him because he kind of weird like that. Most of the time when you meet new people, you know, people be a little bit more friendly. Everybody's different, but he was just kind of strange, you know, where it just stood out like a sore thumb. And she was like, I don't know why she with him, but she didn't know the roommate that well. Okay, she didn't know C that well. And so anyhow, like I said, I like to spend time with my sister. So we were just chatting it up, and I begged her, like, would you come spend a night with me one weekend, right? And so she was like, yeah, I'm gonna come spend a night with you. Because I was like, ever since you moved, you know, like, I miss you and blah, blah, blah. I was whining, you know. And she kind of spoiled me, you know. So I kind of made her feel guilty, made her feel kind of bad. Like, you left me here with mom by myself. Because we were really close. And she had promised to come spend some time with little sis. Like I said, I had already had my That's an Avon one. I'm looking for a brush, y'all, just in case y'all wondering what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out what I want to use right this moment. I was looking for one of my kind of flat brushes, like super flat square type brushes, but I don't know, maybe they're dirty. I don't see any of them in here. What's this one right here? The e.l.f. concealer brush probably will work. I'm gonna try to see if I can get this one, this e.l.f. concealer brush to work. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go in, and I'm gonna use this one right here, this shade right there. But anyway, y'all, so I had convinced her to come chill with me, come spend the night. I feel like when I talk, like a conversation, I be going so slow. But I'm just getting ready, so I'll speed it up like when I'm done telling y'all about it, I guess. So y'all ain't gotta sit there and suffer. And I also been using the feature, the bookmark, the chapter feature that YouTube has available. So y'all can skip to whatever part that y'all want to watch by hovering over. You just hover over the video and you can like skip to whatever part you want to watch. Cause I know some folks is a little impatient, child. But it's about what's good for you, you know. So anyway, I had convinced her to come spend the night with me. The day had finally come. I was so excited I could hardly take it, you know. Y'all, I didn't really want it to be as light. I think I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna just go ahead and use this one. So like when I do my next brow. I'm going over it, so because I don't want it that thing light. And this is not a brush that I usually use for this purpose, so just bear with me. But yeah, y'all. Okay, so the day finally came, and I was hitting her up, making sure, you know, she was coming. She would check in with me every so often and let me know that she was coming. And it was getting kind of late, and I was just trying to find other stuff to do. And I remember my mom asking like, "Well, did you hear from T?" You know? I'm like, "Yeah, I heard from her a few times. You know, she said she was coming." And I mean, it's getting later and later. So, you know, by then it's like midnight rolling around. I'm like, what is going on? And that wasn't like her. Like, when my sister said she would come and get me, she was gonna let me know like what time to be ready. Like, she would call and be like, "I'm gonna leave in XYZ." And then let me know, you know, like, I stopped at the store or whatever, but I'm gonna be there in 5 minutes because I'm X amount away or whatever. Whoop whoop that, you know, whoop whoop this and that and the other. And y'all know my family's from Louisiana, so I sound, you know, really southern. But I grew up in Vegas. I was born and raised in Vegas. So, you know, on the West Coast, we be saying like whoop whoop this and whoop whoop that. Whoop de whoop. Whoop de whoop whoop. But, yeah, so, time just was passing by, and I start calling her, and she wasn't answering. I was leaving messages after messages after messages, and I was like, I was so upset because I was like, why did this not like her? Like, why she ain't show up? Like, I really thought she had stood me up. And I ended up, like, I told my mom, you know, asking her, like, has she heard from her? She hadn't heard from her, but she was like, dang, she could have let you know that she wasn't coming. You know, we both was like the same thing because it's not like her or whatever. So I'm looking for, I'll use like this little foundation brush, I guess, right here. Kind of pat this down a little bit, y'all. So, anywho, how? Make sure that's blended out well. I ended up falling asleep. Yeah, I ended up falling asleep, and when I woke up the next morning, I remember feeling like, kind of like, oh, y'all, I'm tripping. We ain't even did this side. When I woke up the next morning, I remember thinking like, well, dang, she never really showed up. Like, that's helpful. Because she was, at the time, she had just turned 21. I forgot to tell y'all how old she was at the time. She had just turned 21. Okay? So, I remember waking up, and the first thing, my mom came in my room, and she just had this look on her face. Like, she just looked breathless almost, you know? She comes in my room, and she like, just start bawling. And my mom is strong. Like, any of y'all that know me, that grew up with me, y'all know, like, my mom, she's known for being like everybody's mom. Like, all my friends, like, whether they had good parents or not, my mom would take everybody in. So even if they didn't have a parent or good parents, or have a parent that they were close to, they were comfortable, you know, in my house with my mom. So, anywho, how she starts bawling. I'm like, I'm only 16 years old, and you know, I couldn't think like what it could be. Like, why is she crying like this? Because all I did was ask, had she heard from my sister? And she starts bawling. Like, I'm talking about big old crocodile tears. Like, to the point where I'm like, I'm worried because I don't see mom like that. You know, mama is never like that. That's not my mommy. Like, she had me at 16. And she was just always like super strong. Always a good role model. You know, my mom has her PhD and all that stuff. So she was always like that. She didn't let that stop her. Like, having a child as a teenager, she didn't let that stop her life. She just kept going. And she liked to mentor other young girls and stuff like that, and let them know like they have options. They don't have to give up. You know, I always thought that was wonderful about mom. But anyway, she's bawling. So I'm like, oh my goodness. By then, I don't know what to really think. So y'all, she couldn't really say, like, it took her a while to like say what was going on. And like, it was just like so quiet, you could hear the AC. And I'm just remember thinking like, what if you don't hurry up and tell me? Because I'm wondering, my mind is going all over the place by then. I'm like, what is going on? What could be so bad that got mama so distraught? And it was like literally beyond my wildest dreams. Like, nothing could truly prepare me for what mama was about to tell me. Okay? So, she was dating someone at the time. I'm gonna call him Jay. But he was a great man. But anyway, I believe he was there. I don't even know if I knew that he was there yet, because she came to my room to talk to me when she started bawling or whatever. It hurt her so bad to have to tell me that she didn't know, like, she just didn't know how to take it. And it was hard for her, you know, to actually cope with the news herself. You know? So basically, this is what she ends up telling me. Oh, y'all, if y'all are really sensitive or vulnerable, if you're having like mental health issues or anything of that nature, you might not want to listen to this, you know, this story time slash get ready with me, because like I said, this is not a funny one or anything of that nature. This is like pretty serious, but you know, I'm letting you guys get to know more about me, and just doing what I believe God will want me to do, to just speak my truth so that people know, you know, if I'm making it and I haven't given up, that y'all can too, you know what I mean? Like, I really want y'all to know, like, I'm not perfect. My life hasn't been perfect. I have not given up, you know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to do the same thing. I want y'all to just keep on keeping on. So if you are sensitive, you probably will not want to watch past this part, okay? Just putting it out there for anyone who has already gone through a lot, might be traumatized or anything of that nature. Because I don't take stuff like that lightly, you know, having a background in the mental health field. But this is my story, you know, and that's, you know, in order to tell it, you have to tell it. So anyway, nothing could really prepare me for what Mom was about to tell me. What she ended up telling me was that, actually, she couldn't even tell me. She just cried, and I said what happened to her. Like, she just was crying so hard she couldn't get it out. Well, I was like, T got hurt, you know, and she started bawling some more, and I was like, this doesn't sound good, you know. But I still wasn't, you know, I didn't know yet that that it was to this, you know, that it was about to get deep. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, it was worse than I ever thought it could be. Right? So I'm kind of starting to shiver and shake. I was starting to feel like some anxiety or something. I just know I was feeling discomfort about the situation because I didn't fully know what was going on yet. I just knew it didn't sound good. And so her friend that she was dating or whatever happened to be over there, and he was able to like get it out, and kind of, he, you know, everybody was crying. Well, he was crying, she was crying, because he was close to us. Like, he was really good to us. Like, I always wished that it would have worked out with them, but anyhow, I'm gonna put a little bit of this one so that way it won't be too dark. But yeah, y'all, so he started telling me that basically my sister was killed. Okay. Like, I've talked about it, but excuse me, y'all. It's not this much in detail, you know. And like, to relive the moment, it can be like pretty hard. Probably not a good time to be doing my makeup, but you know, I'm trying to be as strong as I can be. I'm always trying to be strong for everybody else, you know. But I know many of y'all have had incidents that y'all have lost loved ones and so forth. So anyway, let me finish telling y'all. So what ended up happening, this is what I found out. Sorry, y'all, my camera cuts off like it has some type of timer or something on it. I kind of don't, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. I have the new Canon M50, that's my new camera. I love the camera, but I don't like when it cuts out because I don't really know where it cut out exactly at. But let me just start from where I was at. So what I was saying basically was the roommate, C, and her boyfriend, the crazy dude that I was telling y'all that he was kind of off, they got into it. He showed up at their place, at their apartment. She goes to the door to answer it. He bamming and banging on the door, acting a complete plumb fool. Okay? And when I say, you know, the word fool is in the Bible, he was just acting like he had no sense, like He was the devil himself, okay? Could he have been possessed? Child, you never know these days. But he came and he was like basically having a rage situation like a narcissist would have. You know, how they have rage. And, you know, they're like sociopaths and, you know, people that have like personality disorders and stuff like that. It might be like that. But he had obviously an issue with anger, bad temper, something that, you know, we didn't really know a whole lot about him. We just knew he was kind of weird. But when they got into it and he headed over there, he came and he had a big old like gun strapped to him, like a big gun. Like, I don't even know if it was like an automatic or what it was, but it was like something that you would see on Rambo or something, you know? He shows up and she opened the door and you know how you can have the little lock on the door? That's how it was. But when she opened it, she tried to close it back. He was a big dude. This is C, her roommate. Okay, my sister is in the room at the time, in her bedroom at the time. She was just like not paying the situation any mind. But he bust in the place when she was trying to close it back. The lock was still on there. But he kicked it and like kicked the door down and bust in. And then he he shot her and then went to the room where my sister was at. And a cousin was on the phone at the time. And they heard him say, "Sorry to have to do this to you." And so he got my sister and shot her in the head. It's hard for me to think that she had to it's hard for me to think that she had to leave like that, like at the hands of a coward, you know. And I was living like my high school years kind of like a little bit in fear, you know, the way I see it now, that God protects me. And, you know, because for a while they didn't really have the guy in custody and all this. Last, you know, I had heard that, you know, he was or whatever. And I just always prayed that, you know, justice be served, that God take care of the situation. For a long time, I was so angry. Like, I wanted to get him with my bare hands, you know. And I was young, you know, to have to lose your sister when she's supposed to be there. She used to be there for my prom. She the one who took my pictures and stuff when I went to the high school dances. She bragged about me like she was so proud of me, you know. But he took her life. He said, "Sorry to have to do this to you," and shot my sister in the head. And so by the time her boyfriend and the cousin arrived back, my sister was gone, and so was C. So T and C were both shot. He killed both of them and fled the scene. And he was shouting like curse words and stuff, telling the neighbors to move out his way and cussing them out and carrying on, just acting a plumb fool, okay? A plumb down fool. Like, he had no sense whatsoever. And y'all, like, I love people, but I don't feel like the type of person, like, even though I know people have mental illness and stuff like that, I don't baby shit. Like, I'm not into babying any, and everybody has to be held accountable in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes people are not in their right minds and they need mental help, but sometimes those are just people, you know, acting out anger that really can be worked on. These people, in many cases, know that they have anger issues already. And whether they developed them from seeing their mother be abused, whether they just try to use, you know, that as an excuse or something, you know, they know that they need to deal with it. And they don't, you know what I mean? Sometimes some of these people just, they know that they need the help, or they know what they're doing. Sometimes they might snap or whatever, but they know right from wrong. And so I don't be like, oh, poor baby, when it comes to killers and, you know, sociopaths and psychopaths and things like that. No, you can't baby people like that. And, you know, like, I believe anybody could possibly change, but that day affected the rest of my life. And you wanna know what's really crazy? T absolutely loved Tupac. That was like her favorite artist. Tupac, Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson, she was so obsessed with Janet that one time she called the hospital when Janet passed out and told them that was her auntie. And they were finna let her talk to Janet on the phone and everything. This was like back in the day. So, you know, right now security is probably definitely way better than what it was back then. But you probably could never like get away with something like that these days. But you know, like in the 90s and 2000s, it was a little different. But yeah, this is like the late, when she called to see about Janet, that was probably like mid 90s or something. Sometime when Janet collapsed. She was concerned about her enough. She was like, loved Janet so much that she wanted to make sure she was okay. So she called and said that was her auntie. I was like, that is too cute. Like, she was she had just the most beautiful spirit, y'all. You know, she had her times that she struggled, like with high school and things like that. She went back and got her GED. We were so proud of her. Which I got another sister that was a sister of hers because of their father and everything. That I got to try to reach out to. I haven't talked to her in so long. But with this situation, kind of just caused like some animosity, and people were pointing fingers, blaming people for the death, even though we weren't the murderers. You know what I mean? We weren't the ones who pulled the trigger. We didn't set up for this to happen. But you know, when people are hurt, sometimes that's how they act, you know, when things happen. But yeah, things kind of changed. Well, changed a whole lot from that moment, you know, on. The hardest part for me was like, I was in high school, and I remember going to school and people had the newspaper. Back then, people were still purchasing newspapers. So people was actually like putting the newspaper in my face, y'all. Should I don't know, should I do this closer? I don't want to like zoom in too much because I want to tell y'all the story. I don't want y'all too much in my grill. I don't want to be like too much in y'all face and y'all be like, ooh, I can see boogers in your nose. I hope not, y'all, but my allergies cutting up. But anyway, y'all, yeah, so sorry about getting a little emotional, but like I would give anything just to be able to have my sister, my kids know her, and she just was that type of person. Like, you know, like a lot of stuff I look forward to, like she couldn't be at my wedding. It's things that happen that I know my sister wouldn't have went for. You know, people would try things with me. Well, that's kind of like that my whole life. I dealt with like bullies and things like that. I was real tiny. Y'all know I'm 4'11", right? So I don't know what it is with people going through, you know, whatever it is they go through. They just choose to bully people, and sometimes they ain't very big. A lot of times though, they might be big and stop growing, but a lot of times bullies be huge. But my sister, she would not have it. Like if somebody was picking on me, messing with me and stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff that I know wouldn't have went down if my sister was alive. Some of the stuff that I went through thereafter. You know, I've always had the heart of gold, but I've always had like jealous cousins, like female cousins or whatever, from like other sides of the family and stuff, that would like plot things against me. Supposed to be family. You know, they would seem to protect me, but they would personally do things like try to hook me up with people, and people that might either, you know, be harmful for me or not good for me. It's like they thought stuff like that was funny. And these aren't like, you know, like my mom's family. Like these aren't her family. I'm talking about as far as cousins. They're a little bit more distant than that, but still family, you know, at the end of the day. And family ain't supposed to do that. But women, the things that women do when they're young and insecure, like when they insecure about who they are and they jealous, it's scary. My sister, she didn't have it. I had, you know, one of my cousins, she was like, my sister wanted to actually like fight her at one point because she didn't like, she knew how I was, and she knew I would not do any harm to anybody to deserve like some of the things that they would do. And she was like, basically, you know, like back then, thought wasn't a big thing to say, but she'd be like, you need to stop hanging around them little hoes or hussies or whatever. Like now, she probably would say thought. Cause you know how you might have had some cousins that was a little fast, a little hot in the tail. I know I had that. Cousins that kind of made fun of you if you weren't doing the doing they were. You know, and call you goody two shoes. You talk like you're white, and you know, just crazy stuff like that. So my sister, she wasn't having nothing like that. So things definitely changed when it's amazing that people will know that you went through something so tough and they will still like try to take advantage and try to ruin your life or try to hurt you. But yeah, he took her life and took a whole lot of events and things, a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas and things that could have been had she been there that she wasn't able to see, and we weren't able to have her. Therefore, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. So this was she turned 21 in January, and she was murdered on February 9th, which was my mom's my stepdad, his birthday. She was murdered on his birthday, which was February 9th. Her birthday was January 7th. So she died a month and 2 days after her 21st birthday. She was murdered. Okay. And so me sharing this story, like, I really believe that God wants y'all to hear this, because domestic violence is not a game. It's something to take seriously. If you have a roommate or a family member that you are around regularly that is beaten, you need to make it a point. If they are not choosing to protect themselves right away, for whatever reason, you need to get up out of there and get somewhere that's safe for you, because tomorrow is not promised, but we got to be wise. You know what I'm saying? You know, we do say when it's our time to leave, sometimes, you know, it'll be that time, but God don't want us to be straight dummies. You know, he wants us to use our brain. And if you know somebody is like that, I don't care if they tell you that they would never or whatever, but if you didn't see them cut up and you know they're capable of not acting like themselves when they're angry, you got to get out of that situation. Like, seriously. My sister is gone because of somebody else's domestic dispute, y'all. She is gone. She cannot be here to hold my sons, you know. She wasn't here when, you know, I'll do another story time on when I lost my middle baby. But she wasn't there. Like, I know it would have made all the difference for her to be able to be there for me when I went through something so difficult in my life. So I miss T with all my heart, and I know when Miss Cleo was alive, y'all know Miss Cleo, we ended up having the same manager at one point. So I don't want to like really get too into that, but I remember talking to her, Miss Cleo, on the phone one time, and she was saying that a woman watches over me, and I was like an angel or whatever, because I was thinking like, well, if somebody's watching over me, maybe it would be my, you know, my grandmother or my sister, because my grandmother, she passed just right before I graduated in '99. My grandmother died. She had cancer, breast cancer. And my sister was murdered a few years prior to her dying. So my high school years were kind of tough. I had to go to like the little guidance counselor, Miss Armstrong. She was so sweet. I wonder how she's doing. I gotta find her. I wonder if she's still up and pushing. Because I know some people did pass, which is so sad. It's so sad when you hear that people have passed, like classmates and things like that who have died. Like, we actually lost people that went to school with us and stuff, so it's like really creepy. But y'all know I have some stories. I got my MG story when I was diagnosed with multiple autoimmune diseases at one time. Then I have this story, y'all just finally hearing about it. So I was 16. I'll try to post pictures so y'all can see what T looked like. But I remember my senior year, T's sister, they had the same, you know, they were like all, you know, sister, like, but she, which I also call my sister, also T, because all of them names with a T, but T2, she came from California and spent time with me when I graduated from high school, took me out and everything to have a good time, because my other sister probably would have done that, or we would all went together, but she know we would have did it big. So T2, if you watching, I love you and thank you for that, like, because that had me feeling some kind of way, knowing that she could have been there but she wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just wasn't there because she couldn't be there. I'm gonna use this golden caramel, y'all, just to I'm gonna use this foundation brush that I used to blend that out, that cream foundation by Adept Cosmetics, that little palette I just used for under my brow. I'm just like being super simple today, y'all. I don't really feel like doing a whole lot at all. So but yeah, she came and hung out with me, took me out for my graduation gift, and I had like the time of my life. We had like so much fun, which I'm glad, because you know, like back then Vegas is just one of them places, kind of like LA, like a lot of people were shot, you know, especially when I was in middle school. A lot of shootings and gangs and things like that back then. Like, most of the people I knew was in gangs. But yeah, so that's my brows. And as you can see, they're they kind of look auburn, even though it says brunette, but I like the fact that they're not like chocolate, you know, like they usually be all chocolate, and we don't want no chocolate eyebrows, okay? Not up over her. We want lighter eyebrows. Than like chocolate deep brown, so this works for me. And that's why I lighten them, so I wouldn't have to use such a dark pencil. And my girl Disastrous Beauty, thanks to you, girl, because I watched your video a while back and you told me to let you know. So yeah, we lighten these brows so we can put on some lighter brows, because this hair, this honey blonde hair, like that's not popping with the honey blonde. So y'all, I'm trying not to make this video super long, but because I'm chatting, you know, like, let it be what it is. I'm trying to see what colors I want to use, y'all. I got this the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place, but I really want to use my Wahala palette, Bright Chill. I don't think I've done a video for y'all like using it, but I know I've used it. But here are the shades, y'all. They are so pretty. Isn't this a gorgeous palette? Absolutely gorgeous. So I think I'm gonna go in this little palette right here. Ooh, one of the shadows is, I don't know what happened to it, but it just made a huge mess. Ugh. Ugh. But anywho, how y'all, what color we doing today? I kinda, like, I wasn't gonna do all no color, but I kinda want to. I kinda wanna do a little color. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue to talk to y'all while I do this. Just trying to think how I wanna do this. Okay, I think I'm gonna start off with this Woke color. It's called Woke. It's like a purplish looking color. I'm gonna use like a blending brush. I'm gonna use this my Pixie brush right here, and we're gonna go into Woke. So I'm gonna start out with that, And that's gonna go up chill. And that's just gonna be like kind of like a transition shade, I guess. But yeah, y'all, it's crazy. Like, God won't give you more than what you can handle. But I'm like, ooh, and sometimes in my life I've been like, ooh, Lord, you must think I'm real strong. Cause that's like the most difficult thing I think I've ever had to go through, was losing my big sis, you know. Let me see if I can get y'all zoomed in a little bit so y'all can see what the heck your girl is doing with this woke. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one real quick. Like, a lot of times when I'm doing regular tutorials, I do one whole eye just to cut, you know, time down some. And then do one eye off camera, one eye on camera. It just really depends how I do it. But y'all use the chapter features to go to whatever parts you want to see of this video, like I said, because it is going to probably be lengthier than what my videos usually are, because like I said, it's to get ready with me and we chatting it up. You know, doing a little story time. It's my first story time. So I thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all, my voice is kind of jacked up because, you know, MG is a autoimmune and neuromuscular disease. So when I get like muscle weakness, my voice be sounding ratchet. Just trying to make sure I somewhat have it blended out. I want to apply a little bit more, like right here. There we go. Y'all see it? So this is the Wahala palette. And we done went in with this like purple shade called Woke. It's like purple pink. Like a kind of like pastelish, but a little darker. So we started with that. I think I want to try the BU right here is a little darker. So I think I'm gonna go in again with using that. I'm gonna use that BU right here, and I'm gonna use this little Bespoke pencil brush, and I'm gonna like concentrate on applying that right here in the crease. And then I'm gonna go back into the Woke to help blend that out a little bit. So we're gonna go back into our Woke. Go back into BU one more time. Okay. Woke again. Okay, so now y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into what shade we want to do. We're gonna start packing some color on our lid. I'm gonna start with Unafraid. Unafraid is right here. I'm gonna start with that, and I'm just gonna use this AOA Studio brush. It's E113. See that? Start packing that on our eyelid. This is so pretty. This is called Unafraid, y'all. This shade that I'm using right now, Unafraid, in the Wahala palette. It's like very shimmery. Y'all, this is gorgeous. Just trying to pat so I can pack a little bit more color on. layer that color up so it'll be really nice and showing up great. Okay, so that's really pretty. And so now what I want to do is I want to go and give it a little bit of depth. Let's see. I'm gonna use the same little Bespoke pencil brush. I got these brushes from Amazon, but I'm gonna go into Sis. Is like this dark color right here. I think it's like black. This one, because we want to make it a little darker up in here. Then the outer V. Okay, so what I need to do here is kind of like just blend that out because I don't want that dark color way up there. There we go. Oops, wrong brush. Like this will probably be okay. Y'all see it? Let's put that up there like that so y'all can see. But that's what it looked like. So I think I'm gonna go into this Envy. Hold on. Envy right here. We're gonna use Envy and just put that right here. I don't even know if that's gonna show good. I want it to pop more than that. I think I'm gonna do first is use this e.l.f. Naharika Glow. Y'all, I don't know. But this is loose highlighter. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the brush. And just try to lighten right here with that first. All right, do the other side real quick. I'm gonna try to use this one. It's got like a weird slant to it. I ordered these little, I ordered a little set for, specifically for eyeliner. But I'm gonna start right here and then just, you see how dark this is? I love how dark it is. I'll use the Fawn. Ooh, y'all. And almost forgot, I want to throw something on. Let me see. I'm gonna put on this e.l.f. matte oil control primer real quick, just where I can get it at, because I almost forgot. Okay, so we good. Got that on. Okay, so now I'm gonna take I'm gonna use the Sonia Kashuk makeup blender from Target. Whoops, y'all. Okay, let's wet it a little bit. Let's spray with some water. Just blend it out. I don't want a whole lot going on today, so I'm just starting with that so we could get some of this darkness under my little raccoon eyes, y'all. Because lately I've been having raccoon eyes. Usually when I'm sick, but I did have a fever the other night, Friday night. I'm feeling better. No Rona or nothing like that as far as I know. I just, you know, my immune system just be low. So I don't, you know, I don't be like out and about too much, but that's usually when I have to. But I haven't really done much this weekend. What about y'all? All right, y'all, so I'm gonna do the wig part separate from this video. It's gonna be a whole nother video since I wanted to chat with y'all, because usually I could, when I do my tutorials, I like to just kind of speed them up and do voiceovers most of the time. Sometimes I do a talk through, but I still have sections where I'll speed it up to try to chop it down, because y'all know makeup takes time. Ain't nobody's face done, like, unless I'm doing a 5-minute makeup challenge or something like that. So ain't nobody face done that dang fast. I'm also gonna take that fawn on my chin where it's darker at. Got a few little spots. I don't feel like doing too much color correcting or anything today, but I like that eyeliner. It's looking mighty cute. So I'm gonna take that. All right, and so I'm gonna go in with my foundation now. We're gonna go ahead with this e.l.f. Cinnamon. This is their Flawless Finish foundation. This is in the shade Cinnamon. Where is it at? There we go. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's Cinnamon. I don't know if it's focusing. Okay, so we're gonna, that's what we're wearing today, is Cinnamon. All right, y'all, it smells so good. I like the way it smells, kind of like baby powder. I'm gonna use this foundation brush that I got from Shein. Look like this. It's actually clean. It's a little stain. I use my Zote soap or whatever, but it's still looking a little crazy. Okay, it's cinnamon. Cinnamon. All right, now we gotta lighten up a little bit, y'all. So we're gonna take this beige, creamy beige LA Girl concealer. We can get it out. There we go. This is the fawn. I'm gonna just apply that right here. All right. So we got fawn and beige, creamy beige, whatever. We're gonna take this Sonia Kashuk sponge here. Okay, I want it to be a little brighter. Use this little makeup stick, Wet n Wild Makeup Glow in Your Natural. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take this right here. I'm gonna pat this in. I'm gonna pat this in. Just using this foundation brush. Okay, we're gonna take our going with my Airspun translucent powder. Alright, my Airspun powder. Where is my little brush that I normally use and clean, but I'm gonna use this one. This is an e.l.f. The little mini brush, stipple brush. And then I'm gonna throw a little bit of color back in my face. Bring a little light back to it. So I can look like I've been kissed by the sun a little bit. And not ashy and dusty. Okay, so how I do that is, because y'all, I know it look crazy, it's finna come together. This is Maybelline Fit Me 355, Maybelline Fit Me Poreless powder. So how I do that, I'm gonna take this big old brush right here that I got from Amazon, 355 coconut. And we are going to give our face a little bit of pick me up so we're not looking casket ready. Y'all see that? It's darker than me, but I just like to use this there we go. It looks alive and well. I'm gonna use this one first, this Black Radiance Concealer Stick in 8003. Alright, so that's good enough. Yeah, I think so. I don't want too much of that. Okay, so I'm gonna use this little brush right here, this Bespoke brush. It's like a little angled one. So this is our contour. Y'all see how it's coming together? At first we thought we was about ready to go to the funeral parlor, huh? No, baby, we're not trying to go before our time. There we go. No sugars. Okay, I'm gonna take a little small brush for the nose real quick. I'm gonna just use like this little angle brush should be fine. What kind of brush is this? This is a Eco Tools brush. Eco Tools brush. Okay, so I drug down with that one, but I need to get something that's gonna help blend that out a little bit. So I'm gonna use this little brush right here. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna use our True Match, our L'Oreal True Match. We're using the same brush that we used to contour, to blend out our contour, and I mean our contour. Yes, I'm tripping. Using the same brush. I drew a blank for a second. Thought we was zipping. All right. Yeah, I like this because it looked like bronzer. Just a shade that's darker than me, pretty much. Okay. We're gonna put a little up here as well. I don't want it to look muddy though, that's the thing. But y'all see like the color that came back in my face. All right, y'all, like we got some color. Let me blend this out a little better. Okay, where's that golden caramel or golden caramel? Use some golden caramel real fast. Right here. The golden caramel. Just to put, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm gonna get blush. I'm gonna use my Milani. I'm gonna use this Milani Spice Rose blush to bring something to my little face. I'm gonna use the same big brush. It's huge, but you don't need a whole lot, that's for sure. All right, so we got that. It's really pretty. Oh, and you know what I always do that I forgot to do was I'm gonna set my brows with this Control Freak so they don't rub off, y'all. NYX Control Freak, this is what it look like. Oops, Control Freak. I'm gonna use this Pop Beauty Ultraviolet Light. Ultraviolet Light by Pop Beauty. It's very pretty, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush because it's like poofy. Just use that. This is very pretty. Pop Beauty and Pixie Beauty have some really nice products. I love when I get PR from them. I got this to test out in a PR package a while back and I love it. The ultraviolet highlighters are so pretty. Y'all see that? Look at that. We're gonna pop a little bit right there. On the tip. Get the tip real cute. And then I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Actually, what I like to do, put it on my finger. Y'all see that? Look at that. Okay. So that's the MAC pencil, is purple. I got this purple right here, this NYX Vivid Brights, Vivid Violet. I want it to pop a little bit more, so I'm gonna put this here. There we go. Definitely pops more. And actually, that little purple color in the tear duct area. Where is that brush I use for that? It's a little small brush. All right, y'all. So that's that. All I have to do now, figure out my lips, I guess. Moisturize my lips. Let's spray our face. Today we can use our Pop Beauty, the Pop Beauty Makeup Magnet Mist. Let's use that. Okay, loves, sorry about that. So my camera had died, so this might look a little bit different. But I line my lips with the NK Cosmetics liner and cocoa. So now I'm just looking for a brown liner, like something I could put on the outer portion of my lip. Like, where are they at? Hello, hello. Oh, I don't know where I put them. Oh, the nudes are all together. I forgot I changed it. Okay, so here are all my little liquid nudes, not the actual other ones. Those are liquid ones. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm looking for a darker color one. That don't belong in there either. I'm gonna use this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Dubai. Alright, so we use Dubai. And now what do I want to use? I think I still want to go with the nude shade though. I'll be forever using like fortune cookie stuff. I got this e.l.f. lip lacquer, but I don't know if I want to apply that. First I need a color. And I kind of just want a lighter lip, so. I got this Ultra Glazewear by Avon. And I'm trying to see what the shades say. Oh my goodness, y'all. Creamy Nude, I think is what it say, but I'm blind. Creamy Nude, I think, e.l.f. I mean, Avon. Avon's Creamy Nude. I don't know, I feel like something on here. Hold on. Yeah, something's on there. Avon. Y'all remember Avon? I was selling it a long time ago. Can't believe it, but They used to have some decent products though. Some of them wasn't too bad. Okay. I kind of wanted a little lighter. What should I put to lighten it? I got this LA Girl. Then I got Fortune Cookie. I might just try the Fortune Cookie. Yeah, let me go on with Fortune Cookie so I can lighten it a little bit. Okay, so we used the Avon Creamy Nude, and then we went in with NYX Fortune Cookie. And then on the outside is Dubai. Y'all see my big old soup coolers? Alright, so real quick, y'all. Disastrous Beauty. You know Chrissy from Disastrous Beauty. She be wearing these lashes because I had ordered these after watching one of her videos. Hey sis, hey Chrissy, I love you boo. Yeah, so Chrissy be rocking these and she be slaying. These are from Amazon, Professional Las Goose. So we finna try them, sis. Ow. Let's get it, girl. So, and like I said, I got these nails from Amazon too. And Chrissy, yes, as well, sis, we like these brows up, girl. So thank you for, because I would have never really tried it. I know like back in the day I seen my mother do that. I ain't ever tried it. As long as I've been doing, you know, makeup and actually being a beauty influencer, as long as I've been doing it, you would think I've been tried to light my eyebrows. I think the one time I tried to, I was trying to do them auburn or something, but I didn't use bleach because I was scared. But let me tell you, it don't take but a few minutes and I protected, you know, my brows and everything. And so I didn't have any chemical burns or anything like that, but you gotta be really careful doing that. So I'm not telling y'all to go out there and do that. Make sure you follow instructions if you do. I might show y'all. I did mine like with a different product than what she used because I used what I was already using because I was doing my hair. And it worked great. They're kind of like auburn and not like blonde, but yeah, I'm cutting the very ends of the lashes. You know how they be having the little like frayed pieces on there, so I'm just trying to cut that off real fast. Okay. All right, Chrissy girl, we about to see what these lashes about. Is y'all ready? All right, chicas, let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna use for lash glue today is what I've been loving. This the Brush On Kiss Strip Adhesive with Aloe from Amazon. Absolutely love it. I'll list as many of the products as I possibly can for y'all in the description. So we just brushing this on. Just brush it on like so. And then we let it get a little tacky because it don't take long with this one. It starts drying kind of quick. Not super quick, but it stays tacky. That's what I love about it. I can use my fan if I want to. But these, I love these tweezers. These are Tweezerman tweezers from Sally Beauty. I love the curve of them. I like trying to put them in that inner corner. I'm going to try to do it like that. And hopefully it goes where I want it to. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to look down. Let's see. y'all. That's cute. All right, Chrissy. And I like that it's not super, they nice size, you know, but they're not hiding my look, you know. Because you do all that hard work on this makeup, you don't want to use a fabulous lash. But I didn't do no cut crease or nothing like that, so I wanted to put on some fabulous lashes. Ooh. Alright. Oh, and you know what I had wanted to do? That's what I was telling y'all that I had wanted to do. I wanted to take, this brush had highlighter on it, so I wanted to go right here and do this real quick. Do my brow. Yep. And then I'm gonna pop on my other lash and we're gonna be done, and I'm gonna do the other video for y'all. What y'all think about my hair? Y'all know I love my hair short. I be inspired by my fellow YouTubers. Jessica Richards. That's Wigs in Wonderlust. That is definitely my sis right there. Aya all day. Another one. Love to Brit. Hearts in the Cake 90. And let me see who else. Y'all, cause those is my loves. I love when you know, there are people that are really down to earth that I can like reach out to that love what I love. You know? Yeah, we all in this kind of together because we all share similar interests, you know? There we go. And it's like so tacky. That's what I love about this lash. You like these lashes ain't going nowhere. Okay, but y'all, this is our final look. I might do a part 1 and 2 of this video though, because I don't know if I can edit and chop it up enough, but we'll see. Fix my necklace. Okay, and I'm gonna do a wig review as well, but I hope that y'all enjoyed today's look. I'll put all the deets and everything below for y'all on everything in the description box. So thank you for tuning into my first story time slash get ready with me, because I do get ready with me's, but we threw the story time in there, and this is my first story time, so I know it was an emotional one, but I thank y'all for being on this journey with me. And I have some new stuff to share with y'all real soon. I'm really excited about it. So your girl LAL loves you. Thank y'all so much for watching today. If you have not already subscribed and you like what you see today, please don't wait. Go ahead and stop what you're doing. Press that subscribe button. It's free 99. It don't cost a thing, sis. Free 99, girls. Yes. So and it's all love over here, y'all. Your girl LAL loves you. I need to have you in my life, so please do subscribe. While you're at it, tap the alert bell so you won't miss out on any of my new uploads. And yeah, follow me on social media. I have a giveaway going on right now on Instagram, so if y'all go on there, it's the one with me holding the bag, the latest picture, the laptop bag. Giving one away like that looks like mine. So go ahead, hurry up and hit that up before the end of the month, because it'll be over. So it's not hard, but go on Instagram. The instructions are there right below the picture. It's in the caption of the post. Okay, so what do y'all think? Hopefully y'all like this. We used the Wahala palette today by Place, and we used our Pop Beauty highlighter, so we are glowing. Okay, glowing, looking like we are heaven ready, but we don't look casket ready. So anyway, y'all, I hope that you found this video helpful or interesting, or it helped you in some type of way, you know what I'm saying? But your girl LAL, I love you. I gotta get over there and get some hair on this bald head, you know what I'm saying? I do love my bald hair though, you know. Josh just cut it up yesterday, so yeah. So I'm not doing platinum this time, but I do love it still. But I love y'all, and I'm gonna see you because I gotta chat with y'all about something, like I said, I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna be coming back really soon, so stay tuned to my channel, y'all. I love you. Thank you so much for watching me, amores. I will talk to you next time. Later. Bye, my loves.